just one, and it's enough to secure the match. We have to feel a little bit sorry for Scotland. They weren't really in the match at any significant point.
Winning this tournament takes much more than turning up. It takes the months of practice, it takes years of gameplay, it takes decades of experience. But mainly it takes making it through to the final. Today, 44 teams are whittled down to just 8. Welcome to quarterfinals day. So, coming up later we'll have those quarter-final matches, but shortly we have coverage of one of the last round-robin matches that still matters, the USA ladies against the Czech Republic. Then the main event, we have footage from the rink this evening of the men's quarter-final between Scotland and Canada, plus an update on what happened in all the other matches. So to that ladies round-robin match, and the Americans are ahead by 6-4 as we join this one in the 8th end. For the USA, of course, they're almost certain of a place in the knockout stages. This is all about assuring their position in those matches. If they can get a win here, then that will improve their standings. For the Czech Republic, it's a different matter.
The USA have the lead, but they don't have the last stone advantage in this final end. They didn't really want the roll out, but removing the yellow stone was the important thing there for the US. The sweepers are really having to work this one hard. Well, that's disappointing for the Czechs. They really needed to get another stone in the house there. So the Czech skip with her first stone in this 8th end. There are no yellow stones in the house, there are 2 red stones. The Czech Republic need a score of 2 in this end to force the match to an extra. So the Americans believe they're lying short even after that stone from the Czech skip, just planning to put 1 stone in the front of the house to block any access from the Czech skip in towards that centre area. Well, ideally they wanted that stone as an insurance policy actually within the house, but it is short. Even so, this is a very difficult prospect for the Czech Republic. Well, it was a good attempt, but the US still lies short, so that is the match. And the American team now assured of a fantastic position going into the knockout stages. of the 2014 World Senior Championships.
Well, after a bit of morning mist, it turned into a glorious day here in Dumfries, and as the afternoon went on, the Ice Bowl started to fill up with fans all eager to see what would happen in the quarter-finals. So here's how the knockout stage works. For the men, it's simple. The top-ranked 8 teams across the 3 groups play knockout quarter-finals. For the women, the top-ranked teams in each of the 2 groups, in this case the USA and Canada, go straight through to the semi-finals tomorrow. The second-ranked teams in each of the 2 groups play the third-ranked team from the other group. The winner then goes through to the semi-final. Clear as mud? Well, you can find the full details on dumfriescurling.co.uk. Enough talking now though, time to watch some curling. Our featured match is the men's quarter-final between Scotland and Canada, but we'll keep you up to date with the other matches too.
Well, the Scots have been given a bit of good fortune here in N5. The Canadian third taking his own team stone out rather than the Scottish one. Well, the Canadians get the hit, but not the roll, and that's not the shot they were looking for. Scottish skip Keith Prentice just apologised to his third in the house. He admitted he threw that last stone too heavy, which has given Canada an opportunity this time. Scotland skip Keith Prentice with the final stone in N5. And so it is 2 for Scotland, and that puts them level at 3-all after 5 ends. Canadian skip deciding his final stone was of little use and just taking the one from the 6th end. Everyone in the entire building was urging those Scottish sweepers on, and it seemed to have done some good. Well, that did exactly what they wanted it to do, just to open up the front a little bit so the Canadians can potentially get to those Scottish stones on the centre line. The shot that they were going for, and it's cleared 2 of those 3 Scottish stones. That's a fantastic result for Canada. So Keith Prentice just asking his third to follow that Canadian stone in here. The sweepers are right off it. the Scottish stone failing to make it even to the house, let alone the button, the Canadians are looking at raising one of their own stones in here. Two of their stones in the house, but it's not quite the result the Canadians were looking for there. It's there. So Scottish skip Keith Prentice now left trying to decide if there's a way that he can score more than one by using his final stone. What a fantastic draw. That's 2 to Scotland. And so they go into the final end, leading by 5 shots to 4. But it's Canada who will have the last stone advantage. And as this Scotland versus Canada match begins its final end, I can let you know that we already have one result from this evening. In the women's qualifying match, the ladies of Sweden defeated Switzerland by 8 shots to 2 in just 7 ends. So a good start for Canada in this 8th end in their match against Scotland. And we have another result. The Scottish ladies have made it through. sweepers really had to take that hard, but it is in the house. It's not such a perfect split as they had with their previous stone, but it's still going to be very difficult for Scotland to try and remove both of these with one shot. Keith Prentice decided it's not worth trying. Well, the Canadians really relying on their sweepers to get these stones there, but they are doing it consistently. So the Canadians put another stone in the house, but for the first time it's sat behind the tee line, and this gives Scotland an opportunity. And we have another result. After quite an even start, the Australians ran away with their match against England, and so it's Australia through to the next round. Sudden, a deathly hush came down on the ice bowl. Not only is the Scottish stone not frozen on the Canadian red one, it's not even lying shot. Much closer to what he wanted. It's still not quite frozen, but this is going to be much tougher for the Canadians to remove here. Remember, Canada need 2 for an outright win. A score of 1 in this end would not be enough. We go to an extra end in which Scotland would have the hammer. And it is a 2. So it's Canada, the champions from last year, who do go through to the next stage of the knockout in this competition. We have to feel in some ways it's unfortunate that Scotland and Canada met at the quarter-final stage. That was a match that would have been worthy of the final of many a competition, but it is Canada who go through by a difference of just 1 shot.
Well, congratulations to Canada there and the other semi-finalists. Scotland's women will play the USA in tomorrow's semi-final, while Sweden go through to face Canada. Sweden's men will be up against Australia, and Canada will face the winner of the one match still to be decided. That's between Ireland and the United States. Let's see what happens in the last few stones.
So the final stone in this quarter-final between Ireland and the United States is underway. John Joe Kenny knows he needs a score of 2 to force an extra end. Well, it was very close, but not quite good enough, so it's the United States who advance through to the semi-final stage of the 2014 World Senior Championships, and that completes the semi-final lineup. Well, there's no doubt that the Irish deserve to be in today's quarter-final. They've played very consistently throughout the round-robin stage, but it was the United States who had the edge.
So that completes the lineup for the semi-finals. We'll be back with highlights of the last day of competition here at the 2014 World Seniors as Sweden and Australia, Canada and the United States compete for the men's title, and the women from Canada, Sweden, the United States and host nation Scotland play for the ladies' medals. In the meantime, do check out the event website, follow our Facebook and Twitter streams, and get in touch with the team here. But until tomorrow, it's goodbye from Dumfries.